We're heading down to for some crossovers, and we're today in this comic studio that we're going to be discover the Dimensional Worlds comic studio. All right, this is probably for something a little bit you're getting weird a little bit as well. So I'm gonna be going check it out for Dimensional Worlds comic studio. So hello everybody and welcome back to Comic Studio, I guess. We're jumping in for something like it's not gonna be random as well for some crossover comic studios that we got. So the first thing, let's check for some recordings and for some sort of soundings is absolutely checked. And for meanwhile, we got for remix of characters was absolutely remixed with Cookie Run characters, Mario Bros characters, Friday Night Funkin' characters, and for some literate world comics or some sort of characters as well that we got anything as so much mods, so much anime that we got anything as well. And first thing I'm gonna be using for some sort of the title is You Cannot Beat Us as well into the YouTube video screens. But I'm probably very sure that I might going to be doing this because like using for this microphone that says he can't beat us as well. And this is absolutely the dragon. You cannot beat us, duh. The last time that I just sweared because I just absolutely something that I just absolutely started to get confusing for this anyways as well. It's time for the take two that we're gonna be say hello everybody and welcome back to Comic Studio. And we're going to be jumping in to check it out for some sort of Dimensional Worlds comic studio. So that is absolutely going to be for full of crossover characters mixed with Cookie Run characters and the Nintendo System Bros as well, Mario Bros characters, Dangy's World, Friday Night Funkin', and Literate World as we possibly that we found out, and including most of them as well. We turn up to show up some spoilers as we got anything from its submitted sprites as that is absolutely going to be for round down here as well. The dog and probably for some sort of dragon as well. So there must be the defeated like those things as well. But I'm not going to be using for some sort of characters and contain some completely dark humor. And we got anything as well, and things have just I'm not pretty interested for some sort of like those things. Except this is absolutely for a various social media that we possibly we get it. And this is absolutely for some sort of the most popular company in the world. And there is the game over sign over here. And the next one is the effects was we got time cards that we got anything for many more of those things. Or like those. Many more effects and some more as we got anything as well. The shorts feed as we got here. And finally the backgrounds that we have anything for around here as well. So any more of those that we got anything that we possibly have. For some countrysides, the airport, the homeless things, the inner house, and I'm probably not very sure this isn't gonna be going for such as a real house. So this is not my real house anyways, as I'm gonna be keeping on scrolling down an unavailable video card, and for some sort of a tunnel I'll be making something a little bit different, of course. This page was very endless as I scroll more all the way down into the bottom as well. I'm very not sure. This is absolutely so endless that I just going to be keeping on ourselves to scroll down even for more, I guess. And we finally reached to the end. Unfortunately, some of too many images won't able to load for so quickly all the way down. But unfortunately, they load so low as well they load so slow as hell. As we're gonna be going to get back on top as well. I'm not very sure it's going to crash. I don't really think this comic studio is crashed, but I cannot believe it that isn't going to be for such as one thing. And I guess it's this comic studio is being crashed for loading for far too long as well. So I might gonna be waiting for a little bit for very too much as well. Even it's absolutely I'm gonna be for making up for very soon as well until we're gonna be finishing this. And so let's check out for the rest of some sort of a comic studio as well. And because let's gonna be getting for one results, but unfortunately the results aren't going to be for a little bit of a good idea as well. So maybe this is absolutely for a bad idea, and it's gonna be for only one thing as well. So even for the next couple of rooms that we got absolutely we didn't absolutely possible that we don't know around here as well. So it's gonna be for around for multiple of those images that unable to load for around for so long as well that unfortunately it stops loading. It froze for a long time. So especially that we got anything as well. So this is not going to be the rest of the comic studio of those things as well. So we're not going to be doing this later as well. So as we scroll down all the way to the end, this is the one last one as we possibly that we found as crossroads. I'm not going to be making for some of those things that we possibly did. So we have any kinds of like those things, Sonic reference, or other kinds of those things as well. So am I going to be added a park for around dimensional as hell. So we got a theme parks over here for Madeline Cookie for some sort of training as hell. We got Mario Kart in other cities and waterfalls, like anything is really possible. We got for some sort of countrysides, for Mario stages like them before as well, the Mario pipelines, and we got the real life backyard, and for some night neighborhooding as well. So this is absolutely for a nightly neighborhood as well, but unfortunately that doesn't able to load for this way. So even though that doesn't gonna be make any sense, including all of them as well, that we slightly unfortunately, this is absolutely for very unfortunate as how we doing so as well. As we're gonna be headed all the way up here as fast as we could. We have the pipeline all ready for just try to do so as well. The backyard is already here, except here, for even for as one possible as one. So we have the outside garage, and we got for the highways that we have, including another one as well, and also there must be another real life background as well. So looks like we're gonna be added for one thing instead of real life. We're gonna be added for some sort of houses from over here. I'm not very sure. This is gonna be instead of neighborhoods as well. So I'm not gonna be planning to use around for some sort of a highway. We got 7-Eleven that we possibly needed to add it for some a little bit of real. And there's more. We got some sort of for an outside park like the screenshots in real life as well, because that is absolutely indeedly posted herself. There must be Mario banner as well, or something like for some Mario curtain as well. That must be for some sort of the bridges that he just eventually screenshotted in real life, including one of their highways that we absolutely seen this right now. And he screenshots the bathroom and other signs of like those things as many rooms as well. At least these screenshots for some sort of a bedroom as well, and it's gonna be making more for various sense as well. So outside screenshot at night as well, and there is the movie theater, and its unknown bedroom, the Friday Night Funkin' stage, the garages as well, and many more of those things that we have gotten anything as well. And there is so much more that we got for anything as well. So that is all for the one thing as well. So before we're gonna be end of this video, it will be taking for too much as well. Unless I'm gonna be edit of this building over here, but I'm not sure that we're not gonna be going to do this anyways. So the next one is always another bedroom as well. We're almost back into the beginning. As we usually see, this is absolutely the airport. And finally, this is the airport that we possibly added for one time as well. As we're going to be scrolling down, all the way down, there must be for some sort of, for the unavailable YouTube video card. And it's going to be scrolling a little bit for a long time as well. We got some city streets, and not anything is possible to do this. We got night things as well, night screenshots, highways, and we got for the VHS, the cities like this that we possibly, it's absolutely screenshots at for Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And it's gonna be scrolling all the way down here, VHS television, the Townie Bank, and many more of those things. And what about the highway that we possibly shouldn't be able to find out? And we got anything as well, a basketball court, neighborhoods, static things, the doorways like things, and for many things we got pipelines, or anything as possible, the city skylines, and anything as well, the unavailable page, the Nintendo banner, and probably like anything it goes from around somewhere. As we're close to the end, as we're possibly that we finally have, we made it to the end. And I'm not very sure. Shouldn't it be able to be spawned around here for some sort of a theme park as well? Including this or this as well. So, I mean, this is not gonna be pretend it's a court as well. So, that could be the end of this video. So, the last thing we need to do is we're gonna be added a parking lot. And finally, that is gonna be the end of this video, part 1. The part 2 is gonna be coming up next. And I'll be see you mini lads and Comic Studio users all later. And don't forget that the link is going to be in description below, and the main website is going to be linked in description also too as well. But don't worry, this Comic Studio was absolutely age restricted for ages of 16 to access of this Comic Studio. So thanks for watching, and I'm going to be signing off as well.